Hi guys, this is Jules. I want to share a couple projects today that I did for Craft Warehouse. We got our assignments like 3 weeks ago, something like that. And I love this paper collection. Let me show you what I got. So we got like the paper, the 12 by 12 paper kit. We got some brads and buttons and a die cut sheet, die cut sticker, chipboard sheet, sticker borders, word borders, I guess it's called. And so this is like a really cool retro design. This is Crepe Paper's Farmhouse collection, which I fell in love with when I opened it up. I wasn't too sure when I saw the photos of it, but as I looked through it, I really like it. So this is Crepe Paper's Farmhouse. And I did a little micro paper bag mini album. And I did a video of it a couple videos back, and actually it's probably the last one. And I did a lot of lot of little squares and pieces left, so I did that little mini album with this paper collection, which I thought was really cute. So you can look back at that last video if you want to. So, but this is all the design, all the papers that are. I'm trying to get there we are, not to get the glare. So it has all this retro colors, takes you back to this older time in life. Couple different ledger papers. This is in a yellow, and then they have this pinkish one here. So I thought it was a really cool design. And look at this, cherries. Love the red. I just so love red. So let me show you real quick the sheets, the sticker sheets. So they have a phrase stickers, which I think are really, really cool. Have a lot of choices of what you want to use from here. And then they have your border stickers. And we got tons of it, so I have like full sheets still. Really cool. And then it came with some buttons. Where are my buttons at? Some buttons, really nice. Some brads. And some die cut sheets of a die cut sheet, and then a chipboard sticker die cut sheet. So this is the die cut sheet, and then your chipboard. And then you can see some of the empty spots there, but you get the feel of it when you're looking at this. Like they pull colors from here, from this particular sheet for the paper. Thought it was really cute. Big old cherry. So I'm gonna move this out of the way so I can show you what I made. They sent us a couple different vinyl sentiments, and one that says live simply and the other one says home, and I decided to keep the home for myself since we are they gave us like enough so that we can do something for ourselves. So the plaques that they gave us, the wooden pine plaques, they gave us two of, one for the assignment and one for us so we can play with. So I thought that was really sweet. So this is the home one, and Craft Warehouse does carry, gosh, tons and tons of those. So here's my my plaque. This is what, oh, I should probably show you what, well, nah. This is the back side, just so you can get the feel of the size of the plaque. All a beautiful pine, so cool to paint on and stuff, and fun to alter, really fun to alter. So it comes with this big jute rope here to hang. So as soon as I pulled it out, it looked like a basket. Like I just envisioned a basket on it. So what I did was create something for the basket. So I did a crackle technique for the actual wood, and cut 1-inch strips of the pattern paper, did tons of them, and did a basket weave technique with the paper. You can see some of it here, and I didn't think that I was going to cover so much of it, but you can still see it on the edges, so that was fine. So all the papers are all up in there. Really liked playing with that a lot. Distressed the edges of the paper. It was a little difficult. I've never done it before, but it was hard to keep it all together, and I had to just like glue little spots so that it would stay all together. But it worked out fine. Used some of the, like, I think it was 4 or 5 inches by 12 of one of the papers, and then distressed the edges. Did a border sticker up here, a button and a ribbon. The vinyl sentiment of live simply. Did some like just use the edge of my distress tool and did little grungy marks on it because it is an old vintage look. So that was what I was going for. So that was just some added extra. A little dingy up there. This is a chipboard piece there, and from the sticker sheet, chipboard, little vase flower. This is another little chipboard piece, flower top on top, and an apple pie, or whatever pie, with a little steam coming up off of it. That's the chipboard, and I just cut one in strips and did a border punch along the edges, sprayed it with paper, crinkled it up, let it dry, and then stained it, and then I just glued it around the edge of the sentiment here. So I just glued this bottom part at first. I glued the bottom part onto, after I glued down the basket weave sheet, and then I made my own templates for little jars. And I just drew it onto some design paper and cut them out. Did the same thing with just a little lid part because that's also a separate. I used the rest of this paper here for the lids. And use some American Crafts twine. Really fine twine, actually. It's really pretty. And just tied it around the rim. And I've seen people that I never canned before, so well, actually I have, kind of have, but I have seen some people that have given certain canned goods, homemade canned goods stuff with the contents that are like homemade things. And the canning stuff is like the lid part, closure part. It comes in two parts. There's like a flat rim that sits on top of the rim of the jar, and then the actual screw-on part. So I've seen that some people have, when they put the flat lid on top of, they put this piece of like a fabric over it, and then it kind of crinkles up around the edge here, around the neck of the jar, and then they put the screw-on part of the lid back on. And so there's the contents that you can see, and it has this decorative fabric that sticks out of it. It's so cute. It's cute. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I had that in my mind and decided to do that with the jars. So I'm trying to get in frame here, but along with the jars that are in using different pattern papers, I also use different pattern papers to create little triangle for the effect of the fabric that comes off from underneath the lid. And use some of excuse me, I used this sheet of designer paper that had all these little cute labels on it. It said, like, this one says Bing cherries, it says olives, that one says maple syrup, that one says Valley Fruit Farm peaches, natural sweet, clover, honey. And I cut all those little pieces out, and I edged the corners using my corner chomper. I pierced a hole because I don't have a paper piercer that is like a hole punch that's really small. So I just used my paper piercer and pierced little holes in there and just tied it around with the twine all around the necks of the jars, and just created some can jars. And that was just total country living theme to me. So that's what I did with this one. And I really like it. I really think it's so cute. So the plaque just looks like a basket that's holding a bunch of canned goods. And it has this little logo on the top, on the front of the basket that says Live Simply. So that's kind of what I was going for, and I really like it. So, and at first I wasn't sure if we can do the crackle technique on the wood, but when I got my stuff in the mail, it was one of the first things that I thought of, and I asked my design team leader if we can do the crackle technique. She was like, "Oh my god, yeah, go for it. Can't wait to see it." And so that was the first thing that I did, like that night. And I really like it. So I wanted, and I know there was going to be layers of paint on there, so I wanted to do that really fast, or real quick, get that out of the way before I started on what I wanted to do for the top part. So I had the jars in mind, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with anything else on here. So I really like the crackle finish and stuff, and use some distressed stains to stain the edges of it all the way around, and use my emery board for the edges to take off some of the white paint, so that some of the green would show underneath it. So, and you can see the green underneath it pretty nicely there, and you can see it's a little grungy from the distress stain or distress inks. So love that. So there is my my plaque for project for this assignment. And then another thing was to create a 12 by 12 layout. So I made a layout of my husband when we went to Portland in September. It was kind of like a birthday gift and for me, and then my daughter wanted to see this cool band called Never Shout Never. Oh my gosh, she's got their poster on the wall. Anyways, she's so cute, and she was wanting to go to a concert forever, so he took her to that, and it was just really nice. So the day that we were coming home, we were just driving around around Portland there, and my husband saw this little shop, and he was like, hey, let's pull over, get some coffee. So he pulled over, and he's not that kind of random person. He's like likes to stay on a schedule. So when we stopped by, he's like, yeah, what do I get? What do I get? Because he doesn't, I mean, he's like getting Folgers from the coffee pot, and he's good to go. But to stop like at Starbucks or wherever, he's not that kind of a person. So it was nice to see that he was like, yeah, let's get some coffee. He knows that me and my daughter like coffee too, so and I think that's why he did it. So he's real sweet. So anyways, I took a picture of him taking a sip of his coffee. We went to this little spot called Sunny Day, and I loved the sign, and I loved it. It was all hand painted and stuff. It was really cool. I love Portland. And so I took the colors that were in the picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like what same thing, some of the papers, the design paper. So I pulled a lot of the greens out and the reds out and the yellows with that what was in this designer paper right here with the ruler and stuff. And one of our things for the assignment was to use craft paper, Tim Holtz craft resist paper. So use the one that had like this architectural, oh, couldn't say that, architectural design on it, and I like it. Actually, it worked really well with this particular layout because it is a masculine layout. No flowers or anything on it. You can see the down there. You can see the embossed resist look. So I liked it when I inked it up. I'm like, oh, it's really pretty. I like it. So I also dingied up some alphabet chipboard from our welcome kit, and dingied it up with some vintage photo, and then used some glossy accents on top of it. So this is excuse me, for September 2011. Stopped at Sunny Day for a yummy cup of coffee in the beautiful city of Portland. Love it. So some of the chipboard stickers there. This was also a chipboard sticker. This is from the die cut sheet. This little thing here. It's a little journaling square, and I used it to frame the clock. Use some of the stickers as thankful moments. Using red thread, I did a zigzag design stitch all along the edge there, and used some nestability circles to cut out these circles, and kind of did just a little design element. Nothing real flowery, but with the button and then the leaves off the button, it kind of looks like a lollipop flower separated or whatever. I don't know. I liked when I did it, and wasn't sure what I was going to do with the circles, but I ended up using it there and right here. And we needed to use some of the little cards from that one paper, and this is from that bingo card. So, and this is a fabric brad. So stitching the circles is a little difficult, but I still like the way that it looked because I like that the thread sticking out of it. This is a border sticker from the collection, just for that pop of red. I know it was missing something up here, and this was it. So I got that, and photo corners for that corner, and the one down here, right there. So I just tucked this strip of red paper back there so that it can like shine through or peek through the edge here. So yeah, I like this. I gotta make another one, but I'm taking this to the store to get sent out to its destination. And yeah, all of this stuff, the stuff that I use, the distress inks, the craft resist paper, they carry a lot of Tim Holtz stuff at Craft Warehouse. A lot of the embellishments and chipboard and oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff you can find at your Craft Warehouse. So I'll have the link to the store below, and I'll have detailed pictures on my blog if you guys want to take a peek at that, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. It's not really my style of paper, but I really loved it and liked playing with it a lot. So I really am pleased with the result of my two projects. So this is my layout and my altered plaque. And you know what? Craft Warehouse also has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of wooden alterable pieces that you can play with, so have at it. They do have the Tim Holtz little box to alter it and stuff. I can't remember what they call it, configurations boxes, tons of those. And so there is tons of stuff at Craft Warehouse to play with. They have everything from fabrics to paint to jewelry stuff, so a lot of fun stuff. Love that store. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, let me know and leave a comment again, and I'll talk to you guys later. Jules signing out of the Jewel box for Craft Warehouse. I'll see you guys later. Bye.